Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create beauty videos, a little bit of fashion, as well as lifestyle vlogs. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you too can become a socialite. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a few foundations that I love that don't come in my shade. For those who aren't new here, you know I do a lot of foundation reviews. I really love complexion products, and some of them that I fell in love with I just really wanted to keep in my collection, but because they don't make my shade and I have so many foundations, it just wouldn't make sense to keep it. So the first foundation is going to be the YSL All Hours Luminous Matte Foundation. Now this is YSL's newest foundation, which is supposed to have, I believe, 24 hours of long wear. This is a matte foundation that's not too matte, and it's supposed to deliver full coverage. Now when I tested this foundation out, it was absolutely beautiful, and it was very much long wearing, and that was really what I loved the most about it. Although the color, you guys, I picked it up in the color DW2, which was a bit off. I find that the shade range is just a little bit wonky on the deeper skin tone colors. For some reason in my shade range it sort of sticks to warmer tones, and then it sort of jumps over to a cool tone that has somewhat of an olivey undertone that's a bit dark, and they don't have anything a little lighter than that color or darker that's in the cool range, which makes it tough for somebody who has golden or yellow undertones. But other than the shade range, I think that the formula is great, very much long wearing and very matte for the ladies who love those matte looks. You can go ahead and click the link right there to see the full review of the foundation. Moving right along to Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. Now this is another foundation that I tried not too long ago, and I really liked it. So this foundation does deliver a full coverage. It's sort of a creamy slash liquid product that comes in a pump like most liquid foundations. The color that comes closest to me was 17W. The shade lighter than that was too light, and the shade darker than that was too dark for me. I found that indoors the shade looks super warm, and then outside it looks really gold, to the point when we went out, Mr. was like, your face looks really gold, like your face looks really yellow. It just really was like a beaming golden look, like I just had golden highlighter on. And being that it was a foundation that's so full coverage, it just sort of stood out like a sore thumb. I absolutely love the finish of this foundation. They gave it the perfect name, Yummy Skin, because that's exactly what my skin looked like, very creamy, supple, and yummy. I do like the fact that it was long wearing as well, just a bummer that it doesn't come in my color. The next foundation is the Chanel Ultra Latent Powder Foundation. Now I did review this foundation as well. Beautiful product, you guys. After wearing it about 3 hours or so, it really just starts to stand out and makes the skin look so creamy and beautiful and natural. There's no way you couldn't tell that it wasn't a liquid foundation. That's how flawless it was. I don't find that it's super long wearing, although with the primer you will get extended wear. The coverage was sort of a medium to full coverage, not quite full, but it was decent enough coverage for me. But the finish of it was absolutely the star of the show. DD121 is the closest color to my shade that they make, although it's a bit too dark. The shade one shade lighter was a bit too light for me, so unfortunately the foundation didn't work out because of the color. This foundation does not come in a wide range of colors, period. The shade range is not that extensive, although it's a very beautiful product. So if they ever extend the shade range in this powder formula, I will definitely be revisiting this product. The last foundation I wanted to tell you guys about is sort of an honorable mention in a sense. Now this product actually does come in my shade range, but I wanted to mention it because of the difficulty in finding my color. This will definitely take the cake for me in the most difficult to find shade in any type of foundation formula. This is the Juvias Place I Am Magic Radiance Powder Foundation. Absolutely a beautiful product, you guys. A powder foundation that gives you a full coverage look. After a couple of hours, it does look very creamy and beautiful on the skin, and it's pretty long wearing. I originally got the color tan too because the reviews did say get a shade that looks lighter than your skin tone, and this one looked lighter than my skin tone, so I picked it up. When I tested it out, it was like super dark and red, which was a bit strange, so I exchanged it for the shade Tan 3, which was one shade even lighter, which looked super light in the pan, I might add. And you guys, this was still too dark. So at this point, I was just like, you know what, having to exchange for a third time, I was just kind of over it. It's just very difficult to find your shade in this. When they say shade up, you're literally having to shade lighter, about 2 to 3 shades lighter, which to me is a little bit extreme, unless you're somebody that's sort of used to the Juvias Place foundations. I don't know if that's just how their foundations run or not, although it's a very beautiful product. Since then, I've used a couple more of their products that I'm excited to tell you guys about in the near future. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers,